All right, good evening, Miss Carter. Right now you're seeing me give my best attempt to draw a little mini-me, but with that, I'm using it to kind of draw a diagram of the entire digestive system. And as you know, the digestive system is broken into kind of two pieces, one being the alimentary canal, or the GI tract, and also with the accessory organs. But as a whole, the digestive system kind of functions to digest and break food down into smaller pieces. Man, looking at this sketch I drew, it looks a bit like Homer Simpson, and I don't know what else, but I feel the need to apologize a bit. But I know, but yeah, let's speed things up a bit. Starting off with right here, I'm drawing out or highlighting the esophagus and the mouth, and I'll explain the mouth first. So the mouth is kind of where the whole party really starts. It's where we put our food in, where we put our drinks in, and it's home to both mechanical and chemical digestion. Attached to the mouth, we have lips, cheeks, we have our hard and soft palate, and we have the tongue. And the mouth is pretty stinking cool because of the fact that it's home to both chemical and mechanical digestion. Where it begins with the mechanical digestion, that's where the teeth, they'll chew, churn, and mix up the food along with the tongue used to just mix it around and just break down into really small pieces so that the saliva can take over and begin the chemical digestion. Now, the whole chemical digestion that begins in the mouth is solely due to the saliva that's in there, and the saliva comes from the salivary glands, which kind of located in different areas. We have the parotid, submandibular, and sublingual. Now, what the saliva does that helps with the chemical digestion is it has acid that helps break down the food. It helps to soften it to make it easier to chew, and it aids in the bolus formation that we then swallow. Now, I gotta be honest, before this chapter, I never really thought about the actual act of swallowing or how sort of complicated and organized the entire action is. It's coordinated by the activity of the tongue, soft palate, pharynx, esophagus, and 22 separate other muscle groups. Now, by the act of swallowing, the bolus, which I honestly feel is such a nasty way to describe our chewed up food, but anyway, by the act of swallowing, the bolus moves from our mouth to the pharynx and then to the esophagus, which you see I so beautifully drew right there. So this will get us into our discussion of the stomach. I feel the need to again ask or say an apology because I drew the esophagus to what I wanted to draw the liver. We know it leads to the stomach. Again, I'm sorry, but yeah, that's the stomach we're going to talk about.
Hi, Dr. Carter. This is Christopher Curbelo. So, for the stomach, which is located right under where the esophagus ends, so it goes esophagus, then peristalsis from the esophagus goes down into the stomach, and then the stomach, which is basically where all the chemical breakdown of the food comes in with all the hydrochloric acid and many of the enzymes involved with it, which is a part of digestion. The other three parts are propulsion, which is just like the esophagus exhibits peristalsis, and then mechanical breakdown, which is the churning and all the muscles in the all the muscles in the stomach. They help churn the food, mix it, break it down, all that good stuff. And then absorption, which is not much of it is taking place within the stomach, mainly in the small intestines. All right, and now onto the small intestines. The small intestines, which is a very major source of enzyme for digestion, all the proteins and lipids and nucleic acids that you eat from that McDonald's burger. So it's a very good regulation of chyme entry and also the motility of the small intestines, which actually is very common throughout the digestive system. Peristalsis is taking place. And the motility of the small intestine is no different. Peristalsis take place there to help spread surface area between the food, to help it go down to the large intestine, which is, poop it out. And then after a meal, it starts absorbing everything, so it's everything throughout the system and all the good stuff. In the between meals is just when usually, like I said, where peristalsis occurs and most of the nutrients have been absorbed and all that good stuff. And that's it for that. And we're live! Oh, wait, okay. So thank you for listening.
Yours truly, Sean Sloan.
Christopher Curbelo.
All right, see you next time.
Bye-bye.